Took a long time, baby, you can call it patience. They can't pay me back for all that time that I was wasting. Thought that they was loyal, found out that they was hateful. She said that she loved me, found out she wasn't faithful. Feel like the end, but baby, this is the beginning. Yeah, we still ask forgiveness, even though we've been sinning. Every day I wake up, feel like I'm testing my luck. I told my mama, pray for me, earth was weird as fuck.
The eastern window also is a partial view. Partial view of a wall and partial view of construction.
Welcome to episode 15?
15.
Is it? All right.
This episode 15.
I was 15 when
Christina.
Weird as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Tim Tebow, dog.
Me?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What we do is we go around and name popular or famous 15s.
Okay. All right.
You know,
I'm saying.
Yeah.
like your first girlfriend when you was 30.
I was 35.
That was in.
I've been married since I was 20, so never mind.
Speaking of 30, R. Kelly just got 30, but anyway.
Yeah,
for similar infractions. Vince Carter, big 15. Hold on, wait. Carmelo, super 15. You know.
That's all I got.
That's it, man.
That's
you know.
15.
I'm Mexican, so you know, quinceañera. You know, when we celebrate our girls.
You said that good too.
Yeah.
You know, well, yeah, I'm Mexican.
Are you
so,
really?
You do look Hispanic.
You should have wore a sombrero. That'd been dope.
I had one, but my head don't fit.
So did we start already, or we didn't start?
We've already
Yeah,
started.
it's
Oh, okay,
up.
cool.
We up.
You didn't introduce me, so I mean.
But we're going through our routine.
I don't want to interrupt. Go ahead.
I don't think he's ever watched the podcast.
Yeah,
watched it.
He couldn't.
He clearly
couldn't.
had.
But you never had me on it.
What's calling that 115, did he?
Who that?
Philip Rivers ain't that.
Magic Ward in the Olympics.
Hey.
And the microwave, ho.
Team Elijah wore it in middle school. He
Before,
wasn't
before,
drinking.
before he was hooping.
They didn't have middle
He
school
wasn't.
in
He
Africa.
wasn't quite the dream at that time, but you know.
Okay.
You know. He was a nap.
But look, this is a special episode here because we shooting fucking earlier in the day.
Thank you.
Thanks to the person that we got by.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? My dog, Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Fucking PayDay Danielson. Give it up for my people, man. What's good with you, dog?
Thanks for finally having me, man. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Should have been on the first one, but you know.
You shouldn't stay way down the street. He
Speak-
lived up the street, but
Way
it's
down.
way
Way
down.
down 380.
Yes.
Speaking of that was gonna be one of my first questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you live all the way out here in Aubrey. Did you buy the house here because that's Drake's real name?
That is a fucking great question.
I thought so. I thought it
I
out.
can see that happening.
And you know,
I thought that was the only reason. But,
That's
you know.
probably why.
that was a great question.
Thank you.
No, we didn't.
It's a damn stand, so I can see that happening.
We found the first house no, it isn't the first house.
You was like
The
Aubrey.
market wasn't crazy when we bought our house, so
Yeah.
so
Same.
this was probably the third house we had honed in on,
Yeah.
and this the one we got. You know
First
what
one was in Drake, Texas.
I mean? Matter of fact,
Chill out, man.
the last time I saw you was at my fucking housewarming, right?
Yeah. The
damn.
one Black was bringing the food to that he showed up after we ate.
With half an order and shit. Hey,
What?
let me tell you about your boy, dog.
What?
I forgot to bring that up at the pod, dog. So he was catering.
Oh, one of them. That one did every job for
That
real,
was one
ain't
of
it?
his jobs.
Oh, we're
then.
speaking about Alexander K. If people don't know.
Okay, yeah,
Maybe
we
they may not
talking
know.
about
Comedian.
black comedian.
Comedian
the villain-
Alexander K.
The villain of
Alexander K.
comedy.
Villain Alexander K. on
He was
IG.
Chubby Idris Elba.
Yeah, Chubby. He was definitely the villain that fucking
Yeah,
day.
exactly.
He came with the food late, and he came with like half an order. Everybody was already full.
I think he ate it on the way.
Yeah.
He came in, he's like, I got your food. Like,
Wow.
You wild for bringing that shit up, PayDay, dog.
let's delete that.
You know, nah. That's the fun thing about live.
Yeah.
It's in there.
It's there.
Hey,
It's there forever.
now.
Big Freak said Latrell Sprewell. You know who Freak is.
Oh,
You know who Freak is.
They
You
keep
was just
spinning.
with it.
they keep spinning. They keep spinning when you stop.
Sprewell for the 15, cuz.
Man, I
That's a
forgot
good
the
one.
landlord, dog.
That's a good one,
They keep
boy.
spinning when you stop.
They do.
Yeah.
Not them
Spree
faulty shits, though.
No.
You had to get the actual spree.
Not the
wheels.
hub-
I
not the
seen some
hubcaps.
nigga shits that
Yeah.
look like addict fans.
Those are sprees.
They
Yeah.
was
They
horrible,
made the
dog.
Sprewell
No.
that choked the coach.
Nah.
That was young Spree.
I got kids to feed and shit.
Yeah.
That cat. But no, dog. So what you been up to, man? It's been a long fucking time, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess it has. It was pre-COVID.
It was pre-COVID. It was
Yeah.
shit. It was a few years before.
You had
COVID.
no hair at that time. Well,
I
not that
had
much
the
hair.
wave. That was when
You
I
had
was
the
rocking
waves.
the
Your waves,
360
yeah.
joint.
It was
I was
wavy.
real,
He was
real
wavy back.
wavy.
He was
Yeah,
wavy.
I give
Yeah.
him 240.
It was.
Ain't no 360.
Shit.
270.
It was drippy as fuck on my head.
It was.
Dog.
It was all right. I will give you that.
Thank you.
You always wave.
What the hell you know about
He
wave?
know.
Look at that.
I mean,
Look at my
man.
scalp. Look at my scalp. I got waves on my scalp. It's there. It's there.
There you go,
Yeah, you gotta look. All right.
Man, never wore do-rag in his life, man.
because they were natural. I just threw water in
Talking
that
about
shit.
him.
No, I haven't.
I'm pretty sure he didn't would do that.
Probably won't wear yeah.
You said the Paco jeans? That's what we were
With
talking
guns,
about?
with
Yeah.
guns.
I'm glad I didn't wear
That
them.
man said there was bullets stitched on his
There's
leg
bullets
and
stitched.
guns
No,
on
it
the
has
other
guns
leg.
on both legs.
It's guns
and it
on
has
both legs.
bullets stitched right here.
Were
gold
they all
stitched.
pistols?
No,
Or was like
there was a tech.
We ain't have no chopper though.
No, not enough leg, not enough leg.
yeah,
They're
no
short.
narrow, yeah.
They were only this long, you know,
Ah,
so
okay.
I would have really heard about that.
Oh shit, you're the first Caucasian on this show.
Am I really?
He is the first Caucasian.
Do I get
on
a
the
prize?
show. Yeah, man, that's deserves another round of
And
applause.
probably last because we fairly racist over here
Yeah,
anyway.
But he's Mexican. That's kind of
But
Caucasian.
I'm Asian too though, so I'm worldly.
I
So you
call
can't drive.
Mexicans.
Okay, yeah, I can drive, just not well.
You like pinatas and you can't drive. I
Oh,
get it. All right.
Mexicans ain't nothing
That's
but
amazing.
further down south niggas. That's
Straight up, bro.
That's all they is.
Straight up, it's my people.
You know
But
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
it's been a while. So
It's been a while,
yeah.
man. So tell the folk how me and you met, dog.
I had Velcro pies on.
Is
that what
Well, I mean, you can, if that's how you want to start the conversation.
I went to we were in a rap group, DDC, Dirty Dialect Clique.
Hey,
I'm the only
DDC,
one
though.
the only one with the tattoo. I got the tattoo and we broke up a week later, so that was
I
good.
know,
That's
right?
wild.
Yeah. So we went to Raku's house, who's a friend of ours, and
Shout out to Raku.
Shout out to Raku
Nation,
and-
dog.
and
Hey,
Phil,
yeah,
Phil,
you know what I'm
everybody,
saying? Widow, all
Latina,
them.
everybody.
Bring
Yeah,
something
the
up
whole
about
family.
him later. But go ahead.
Okay. Wait, we were stopping?
No,
Oh, no, you go. You
Oh,
go.
so we went to Raku's house, and Classics, my boy, Black, who's Alexander K. A new truck. Truck is basically Classics, not nephew.
Cousin.
Yeah, nephew. I don't know, kind
Something
of like
like
a nephew.
that.
Yeah. So anyway, so Dog's over there, and
That was my first day over there.
Yeah, that was the first day
That's
over
when
there.
they introduced me
And
to everybody.
I came straight off work, and I had my work clothes, and I had some Velcro. Like right now, I got the kicks nice. Like we both, we're matched. I had to bring out the 13s.
Yeah, we both
But
got on 13.
I had some Velcro
Mine is
work
21.
shoes because it was more about comfort than about, shining at work. Because I don't want to wear these to work because
True. I mean, but you had every one of your 17 rings on that night, though.
I did.
Good Lord.
I carry those with me. Yeah. I only wear 2 now. I can't do I can kind of still
Yeah.
do it, but.
Be hard to
But
type.
the first thing he does, I don't even know the dude. I shake his hand. He goes, "This is pre. What are those?" And he was like, "What are those?" I don't know if he invented that meme or what that was, but they had Velcro. They were comfortable. I could just do like that and quick change. It's like the basketball players that rip off the pants. I can just rip off the shoes.
He had some damn tearaway sneakers.
He had some SAS old folk shoes, man.
So
Easy Riders.
he called me Velcro Pies, and I was like, and then that started
Solid name.
our scoring relationship that we what is it, degradate or what is the word?
You close.
It was close.
We score on each other a lot.
Yes,
but,
I mean, that's
but it's
the
all love.
pastime.
It's all love, But
But like nowadays, I'm the only one that gets scolded on around him. Him and Barry.
as
you
you
know what
should.
I'm saying? I guess, but continue. Oh no! He leaving some shit off because he had on a jacket with some fucking
the squirrel,
With the
squirrel
fur?
booty.
He had fur around the hood, and that's what we was saying. He had squirrel ass.
Yeah. They said, "Why do you have the squirrel booty wrapped around your neck?" Yeah, and that was Truck that said that, I think.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on, man.
So, and that was my first meeting of Dog Wonder.
That's how you knew I loved you, dog.
Yeah.
That man
And
had prairie
then
dog hair on the nigga.
and then
Wow.
the first time I heard you rap was on what was that song? The Sweet 16 Candles. I don't sing it well, but
Oh, that's
when
when we redid the Dipset joint.
anthem?
was that the one where you
Yes.
said me
Okay.
and the verse? You said only thing sweet and white rappers is
Nah,
a pay.
that
Okay,
came
well
later.
that song. I didn't know you that well when you did that, and I'm from Houston, and when you say somebody's sweet, that means that they're a bitch. You know,
Yeah.
and I was like, I didn't know you yet, and I was
You
like,
took
this
that
dude,
the
and I told
wrong
class,
way.
I was like, man, this dude sitting there telling me sweet, and he's like, no, it ain't like that. And
Swear up, cuz.
I was like,
I was saying
I
you
had the squirrel,
rap.
I had the squirrel booty jacket. I flipped it up. I was like, man, don't make me flip this up. Fur went everywhere, dog. It was crazy.
He said,
I tightened my Velcro. I flipped up my sport booty, my collar.
Everybody had that on their
no,
black shirt after that.
But now that is my favorite song from you because you mentioned my name. So just
Why can't it be a song where I didn't say Payday? Like why that can't be the case?
It has to be about me. I'm just saying.
That's fair.
I mean,
I also like songs that you're on that I'm on. Those are also my favorites.
Hey,
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah. I also like those, but that is my favorite.
And so about that, why did you make it a point? Like every time y'all on the song together, why you make it a point to come in and crush his ass?
I know, right?
Well, that's not unity, bro. Togetherness, bro. Y'all supposed to keep it even kill so it flow right.
That was
classic.
racist.
That was classic.
That was
They did
racism.
You came in and
classic.
stepped on.
That was
cuz.
classic. That did that, but I appreciate that.
I've
heard my
I
raps.
thought y'all had beef.
I've heard my raps.
I mean, it's a lie. He's lying.
I brought you up in songs. I was like, what was that one song? I said your name in a couple of my songs. Like my homie Dog Wonder. I'm gonna sing it like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody in Monroe already knew who you were before the introduction.
As they
simply because you used to rake me on all the records.
Pretty much. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Most,
saying?
not all.
Most. You know what I'm saying?
I was the greatest rapper in DDC.
But you have this fucking.
Where did Bill Cosby come from?
No,
Where did Bill Cosby?
I thought that was prior.
That was prior doing Bill Cosby.
Ah.
Why?
Was it prior doing?
That's what it sounded like. Or Eddie Murphy.
I thought it was Eddie doing.
Yeah, Eddie doing prior
talking
doing
about
Bill Cosby.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then Eddie is the go. Well, we said Chappelle was
Phil
the goat.
Florn, Phil.
Eddie isn't the goat anymore.
Eddie is the GOAT.
It's tough.
Chappelle's the goat.
I like Chappelle.
Chappelle's definitely this generation's GOAT.
Chappelle
but
is
he right.
the GOAT, period. We're not going to get into that.
right.
This your day. It's Payday Saturday.
Alexander
man.
K is the
Payday
GOAT of
Saturday.
comedy. That's the new GOAT. That's the next Dave Chappelle.
That's the next.
So, yeah.
So-
we talk about that.
You have a crazy fucking work ethic. Like, when you're into something, you dive into it. You know what I'm saying? When it went with your music, you would push the shit. Like, only person I ever seen push music like you was that cat JB that Black used to work with in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Like, your grind on that. Your grind when you had your own business with your bro. You know what I'm saying? But now it looks like you done took that grind and jumped into another arena. You know what I'm saying? So let us know what's going on with your t-shirt.
Okay, well, that is me on the T-shirt. As I always represent myself. On the back, I'm not gonna get up because I don't want anybody to say how high my shorts go or low, But I actually did real estate 20 years ago, or 22 years ago. I did it.
I didn't know you 22 years ago.
Yeah. You weren't born yet, were you? Or, yeah, you were, I guess. Yeah, I know.
You know, I mean, the BGL. So,
So I started out in Houston doing real estate. I was an office assistant for a real estate office. Back then, like now, everything's digital. Like you want a contract, I can send you a contract right now. I'm like, oh, here, Barry, here's your contract. You want to buy a house here? Like that. Back then, I had to actually pull every contract out of the filing cabinet. And by hand, I was like 1 to 4 contract, lease thing, all that. I pulled those by hand. And I did that for 2 years. And she saw my grind because I've always had this grind. This grind it's how I'm built. If you were from where we're from, you have to grind. You grind to get what you got to get.
It's really the only reason you're here because I know you're gonna grind the podcast.
Oh, you know that. This is gonna be the most watched episode you got.
I don't know. Though.
Before I even get home.
Got a lot of shit to say about
before I even get home.
Before he said the bitch won't even be up on YouTube.
It's on live right now. There's so many people.
Okay. I'm pretty.
I didn't get to share it, but
overheating over
probably.
Now. You should.
But so what I did, I was doing that, and my boss there, she was a broker, and she saw my grind, and she was like, "I want to get you in real estate." And I'm like, I was 24 at the time, and I was like, "All right, cool. Whatever. I like money. Let's go." And I started taking the classes at the Houston Association of Realty, which is horror. Yeah. But I took 2 classes, and then my girlfriend at the time, who is now my wife, 21 years, you met her, Victoria.
Of course.
She is Hispanic like you, but she looks a little different. But either way, she
Like
doesn't have the
an
beard.
actual Hispanic.
Yeah, like an actual Hispanic. So she got pregnant. We were living together, and you've had that happen a few times,
No,
One time.
I've only got it past the goalie once.
That you've been made aware
that you know of. So let's just put it
Let's
that way.
not do that. No, we're not gonna do that. Because I only had sex once before I got married.
Oh,
True.
So
Okay.
there's that.
all right, okay.
So let's not talk about my sexual history. Let's go.
Let's not
Where
talk
were
about
we?
my
Hard.
You gotta sing it.
So anyway,
why you sung that shit?
so she got pregnant, and I was like, I didn't really think real estate. While there is a lot of money and a potential for a lot of money in it, it wasn't a guaranteed thing when I'm 24 years old. So my brother called me and he was like, hey, I'm starting a printing company. I had some money. He's like, if you invest that over here, it'll be a career. You know what I mean? It'll be something you can build on. I'll teach you everything I know, this and that. So it's cool, whatever. I hated it all the time though, but
you didn't like the work?
I did not. I didn't get to talk to people. I didn't get to grind. I didn't get to do anything. I drove a truck. I delivered product. But when I would deliver, I would talk to everybody. Everybody knew me. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's Mike." Yeah, everybody's so happy. But it wasn't fulfilling for me. You know what I mean? I always loved real estate, and when I had the opportunity to get out of that, I took it like that because I was like, you know what I'm going to do? That day, I went and started taking my real estate classes. I knocked them out in 4 months, which is longer than I would have liked. I mean, I did the first class. You have to take 6 30-hour courses, which is a total of 180 course hours, which is an equivalent to 2 college credits each one. So that's 6. And you have to do that. And I did the first one in 5 days. I knocked out the first 30-hour course in 5 days. I got a 98 on the final. And I was like, let's go. I was like, let's do it.
You
so then
didn't have anything else to do?
I lost 45 pounds because I wasn't eating. I wasn't doing anything. That's how I got skinny. I wasn't eating. I was doing real estate, just studying all day. That's all I did. And then I got COVID, and that put me off like for a week or so. And I was like staying on the couch, like falling asleep with COVID, like still trying to do it because I want to knock it out. I had like a deadline in my head of when I wanted it done, and I wanted to be licensed. But so work got busy, other things happened. It took me 4 months, which is still quick as opposed to a lot of other people that do it. And I went and took the final. I mean, the actual state exam. You have to take a state exam and a national exam, and they give you 4 hours to complete it. I finished it in an hour and 20 minutes.
Damn.
And I passed it. I didn't even know I passed. The computer went blank, and I was like, "Oh crap!" I was like, "Hey, my computer went blank." She's like, "You finished the test." I was like, "Did I pass it?" She's like, "You sign here." It was one of your people. It was an Asian lady. She goes, "You sign here," and I'm like, "Whoa!" I said, "Did I pass?" She goes, "You sign here." So I signed.
That's Vietnamese. I'm Japanese and Korean.
I think she was Thai. Are you Korean? You have good food. I'll holler at you later about that. But you say diarrhea?
Hispanic?
But anyway, so I passed it. Went on, fast forward. Now I do real estate. I love it. I love waking up every morning. I love helping people, number one. And I love houses, number two. I mean, even when I wasn't in real estate, me and my kids, we'd go look at model houses and just go walk through them, see the designs and stuff. I like looking at it when it's in the framing stage and it's 2x4s. And I like to walk in there and see what that becomes like 3-4 months down the road, or in the case now, 2 or 3 years down the road when they start. But anyway.
Housing fiend now.
Yeah. So,
Love it.
anyways, now I'm here, and I also manage a comedian, Alexander K.
He manages my friend Alexander.
Our
K.
friend,
Our friend.
maybe Barry's friend now too. I don't know.
I don't know. We don't really fuck with that Hispanic African.
I also
Japanese
do acting. I've been in Jay Rhodes' movie. You know Jay Rhodes. He actually did a whole album for you.
I don't know.
Oh
the
shit,
nigga
you
name.
black then?
Yeah.
You black as a motherfucker then.
Same, yeah. Hey, well, tell Jay that. Just FYI.
Yeah, because
Just let him know.
No melanin. Get out the movie.
But anyways, so I do that. I have 2 movies on Amazon Prime right now. Me and Alexander K have 2 sketch comedy shows. I have PayDay Plays that he started for me, and then we have together with 5 other comedians, Laugh League Comedy Collective, and I mean I do a lot of things. You know me. I'm always doing something. I love real estate, but a lot of these other things get me in the door with people because they say, I used to be a rapper. They're like, you used to be a rapper? I'm like, yes, I did. And I show them pictures like, oh my God, you were a rapper,
Yeah.
And I'm like, here, and I haven't downloaded my album so I can get those streaming, the
You still
cents.
trying to get the stream.
I still,
Hey, man.
I got a $20 check last month for like 3 months of streaming.
It's
So.
hard to believe it when your hairline receding as much as it is.
I know, it looks like a cul-de-sac. That's what, you know what? No, you know what?
Shout out to the cul-de-sac, man.
Hey, you know what? No lie.
Seize up.
I fought that for years, dog. I would go get faded. I'd go to Steve, my buddy Steve. He's one of the Truck's friends, and I'd go get faded up, and I paid $20 a pop and tip him $10. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting my hair faded. And Truck looked at me and he goes, why are you still doing that? I'm like, what do you mean, man? He said your hairline looks like a cul-de-sac. And he said that, and it resonated in my soul, and it hurt my spirit. A cul-de-sac, like a cul-de-sac, yeah. I live on a cul-de-sac, and I'm like, it looks like my head. I'm like, damn it, But so after that, I cut my own hair. I cut it before I came here. I was like, that's just.
Same.
I use clippers,
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
And it looks nice.
I'm pretty good at it.
But you can choose down a little bit lower than mine. I don't know how.
I go over it several times.
Oh, I go
And
this
my
way,
clippers
and then I come back this
too.
way.
I'm black too, though.
Yeah.
No, but you're
We
Mexican.
do clippers.
I thought you're Mexican. I do
Oh,
clippers
I'm
also.
Nigerian, actually.
Oh,
and Latvian.
really? Are you really?
Yeah. Dead serious.
I just found out that I'm Irish.
No
Scottish
shit. I
Irish.
thought I had some Irish. None of this shit popped up on my
But
shit.
I actually did the 23andMe,
Yeah.
So I've never met my dad. You kind of know my story. My mom was a crackhead. I've never met my real dad. My entire life, I've always said I'm Polish and German because I know my grandparents on my mom's side. My grandmother came here from Poland. My grandfather came here from Germany. We're first generation. I'm third generation, but they were the first generation here, and that's all I've ever said.
Continue.
But anyway, so that's all I ever knew. But I kind of knew who my dad was. He's a clown from Arizona, Tucson, Arizona. He's a professional clown.
Oh, I thought you were saying he's a clown.
No. He's also a clown ass dude, but he's a professional clown. His stage name is Captain Squints, and his wife
Squints
name,
like this.
Yeah, like that. Not kidding. So I was saying,
I've never heard this story about Captain Squints.
So, and his wife's name is
Giggles.
Giggles. It's Captain Squints and Giggles the clown. That's his wife. But
KSJ. Giggles the clown.
That's his wife.
She's a clown as well.
Yeah, and I looked them up. I mean, they make about $150,000 a year being clowns, dude. So
is it like combined?
I want that back child support.
Straight up,
bro.
Huh?
Straight up. Somebody got to get that shit.
So anyway, my mom told me kind of who it was because my mom was she was promiscuous, I guess is the word. I usually say something else, but what happened?
Go for it.
What are we doing? You gotta go to the bathroom again?
No, you good. Yeah,
Do I just talk to you?
Yeah, just talk to the camera.
Do I just talk to them?
No, don't talk to that. Yeah, it was ended when he was there.
So anyway, I kind of knew who my dad was. Everybody, his sister and everybody said, you look just like my brother and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, really, people say that a lot of white people look alike, so that's what most people say.
I usually don't
Really?
see two white niggas.
I don't know.
Weird people.
I've always thought they looked alike. But
Not even
anyway, so I was like, okay, I look like the dude, whatever. That doesn't mean he's my dad. So I've met a lot of people from their side of the fammy, and just to find out about myself, and they're Scottish. Their last name's Jameson. So like the whiskey, but spelled different.
Never heard of it.
And
I don't drink.
really?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
I'm sorry.
And you're
apologize.
Mexican? And you're Mexican? Okay, I don't.
That's his African
Throw
side,
the-
his Nigerian
European.
side.
Throw the whole pot away now.
I
You know what
know.
I'm
No,
talking
no. I drink enough for us both.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
I think the two of us
I
drink
was
enough for
hungover
everybody.
As fuck this morning. I don't even know how we doing this pod right now.
Really?
I got fake. Shout out to
well,
that
I
boy
did.
Jay Black and Nick, them man.
I did see you
Pulling me
partying
up
last
at
night,
the-
yeah.
At the
I was gonna post a
man,
picture
at
of
this
us.
little, bar.
Yeah.
They were kind of lit too. 413.
Yeah.
Need to hit that big, cuz.
Yeah.
But continue. Oh, I know what I want. I need to ask you some things because we're actually thinking about moving, though.
Okay.
So, I had a few questions about real estate.
All right.
Like,
Your question better not be the same as my question. I sent you my question.
I got his questions already.
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you see this? We're not working as a unit. We're not.
Because you're
working as a
always
team.
drunk, cuz.
It might be the same
That's a
question.
good question.
I sent
I
him, I sent him the questions that you sent me and said, don't ask these questions. So hopefully we can figure it out between the two of
Do
us.
you
So,
get your
so
shit out,
my
man.
first question is, the market went crazy maybe 2 years ago. I don't know when it go crazy.
When COVID
When
started.
COVID hit it, just
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah.
What happened to make the market do that for houses to rise in
COVID.
value? Like
COVID was a big part of that. I wasn't in it at that time, but I did kind of pay attention to the market and what was going on. But a lot of that was supply chain stuff. Everybody's saying especially on new builds, and that right now is getting affected. Supply chain, they can't get this, they can't get that, they can't get tile. It affected the pool industry because I have a pool, and I got it right at the cusp of COVID. So I got all my stuff, but like everybody else, that price has doubled now on pools. So it doubled on houses because you have to pay more to get more. You know what I mean? And the time that it takes. Like normally, these people get paid by the hour. The trade people. And a house that normally took about 6 months to build now takes about a year or a year and a half to build.
But
Crazy.
like if you're not actually working, you're not getting paid, right?
How do you mean?
So you're saying it takes longer to build a house. I'm thinking you're talking about because it's COVID, it's less people. You don't come as often.
But the supplies are a lot more, is what I'm saying. Like with the
Okay.
supply chain issues, like there was boats that sat out in the harbor or whatever they call it. They just sat there with like everybody's stuff, like a lot of tile, a lot of wood, things like that.
Why should I pay more because you can't get your product here? That's bullshit.
I mean, it's not my product. I didn't do it.
No, I'm talking about the people who are building.
No, I
houses.
agree, but that's the way it works, man. And and what it is, the supply outdid the demand. You know what I mean? I mean, no, other way.
The
The
demand
demand outdid the
outdid
supply. It's like because COVID hit, everybody wanted to get a house because you're in your house now. Your house is your office. You know what I mean? Like,
It's mine.
yeah. Well, there you go. But I mean, a lot of that started during COVID. A lot of that started where there wasn't that many people working from home before.
I actually started working home before COVID.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people like they kind of did it every now and again. But once COVID hit, they shut down offices. They're like, why are we going to have this office? We can do our job from over here.
Exactly.
So people were looking for houses, and they wanted a comfortable house because they're like, this is my office now. I want it to be the best office I can have. I want to walk outside and get in my pool. I want to jump on my little, what is that little thing? Elliptical machine. You know, you want like a lot of space to do what you want to do. Like your little playground.
Peloton.
You should.
You're going to call me the Peloton done.
You should be. Yeah.
But
Logo Lows. You put your Logo Lows on the side.
Han.
But
that.
but that was a lot of that. But what happened recently with the interest rates going up, all that changed. Like I've been in this for 3 months now. Like I've been in it, like I said, 20 years before and all that. But like full blown right now, just watching the market and everything. I did open houses a month ago, and 20, 25 people would come through, and you're like, I can't even keep up with all the people. I'm like, hey, it's Mike. Hey, it's Mike. Hey, you know, like trying to keep up. Now 3 people showed up last weekend.
Damn.
3. And that was a lot because I had other friends that were doing open houses. 0 showed up, and it's because the interest rates went up. Prices are going down, but people are scared. The interest rate scares them, you know. But it's not a crazy high amount right now.
Okay.
So, like I was telling you, like you were looking for somewhere else to go. Where would I go? You have more options now because everybody's reducing the prices on these houses. So I had 2 friends that reduced. One was reduced $60,000 the other day. One friend reduced $100,000 on a house.
Shit.
Yeah. Because they priced it according to what the market was a month ago, and it's not that anymore. And now it'll sit on the market a little bit longer. And before, you had to compete with so many other people. Like you have 20 offers coming in, all of them. Like one example, I did an open house a month ago, and I think the house listed for like six-ish. You know, I don't want to give like specifics or whatever, but it was 6-ish. The biggest offer on the house was $810,000. Yeah, and it was an older house. It was
200 over.
And it was
asking price?
no, not 200. It's like 100 something. But
No, still,
yeah,
it's close enough.
but it's a lot of these people coming from California with all that money. Because like a house like this, that your house is what, probably about 4-ish, 5-ish,
I
probably about
wish
4.
it's probably 4 now.
Oh, actually, I did a CMA for you. It's about 4. It was about 4. Now it's about a little bit, about 380, 360.
Okay.
Well, that was when I sent you that. That's changed again every day.
Oh my God.
No, you better hurry up. Look, I brought contracts. If you want to sign one, we can get you out of
No,
here
we
today.
ain't doing no contract. man.
But what I'm saying is, it's better for you now. Like it's not going to be better for you when you sell this house. It's still good. You still get a nice chunk of change for your house, right? It's more than what you paid 5 years ago when you got your house. So you're going to make money, but you're not going to make the money you were going to make a month ago. Right. But when you leave, now you have somewhere to go.
Now I have somewhere
Now
to
you
go.
have somewhere to go. And you have the money from here.
Out.
And I was saying about the people from California, a house like this that's like 3 something is like $1 million something over there.
That is
they have. I've looked at it. They have shacks on a little thing, and it's $400,000. And I'm like, really? Yeah. Like a shed, like the shed in your backyard. You have a shed still, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The doghouse that's back there. That's where you sleep, right?
No, I keep my lawn stuff that I never use.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you slept in there.
Yeah,
I thought I put you out there.
Huh?
You pay people for that?
Go to hell.
I'm just asking, do you do it yourself or do you pay people?
I do it sometime, but now I pay.
Yeah.
Now I use the.
I have a
Salazar
Korean
brothers.
that mows mine.
I use the Salazar
I
brothers.
see that shit.
She's out there making noodles and mowing my yard. But that's what I'm saying. They come with all that cash, and so they can big dick you. You know what I mean? They're like big bank takes little bank. You come over there with your I'm gonna offer 10,000 over. Well, okay. Well, here I got 200, and just throw the money at you, like make it rain on you. You know what I mean? And that's how it was.
Make it rain on me, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. But it ain't happening now. Now it's totally changed.
So the Cali folks ain't coming no more.
No, it's still coming, but nobody's offering that kind of money no more because there's no 25 other people, and that's what I'm saying. There's still people that need houses. There's always gonna be people that need houses. You know what I mean? If you need them, you want to buy or sell a home, don't do it alone. Call Mike. So just FYI, that was a commercial break.
That was pretty good.
Oh my God.
So I can just throw my first question away then, right?
What's that? Well, I didn't ask that. I didn't answer
Well,
that.
I mean, when you go, you tend to jump into another.
But ask it
topic.
anyways.
He did,
I
yeah.
thought you
Yeah,
did.
That's what happened. He jumped in, he answered the shit out of it. I'm like,
I looked over there real quick and I was like,
knock all this shit over.
but
Yeah.
Just
shit.
go ask it.
I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Ask
You
it
gonna
anyway.
give us a million ounces anyway.
You know what I'm saying? So, I was always used to watch my house's value on like Zillow and stuff.
that and
I know.
Go ahead, finish
but,
everything.
but still, though,
Yeah.
it gets you excited.
Yeah.
So, like 2.5 times what we paid for the house. And like, oh, I'm like, damn, that sounds good, but like, I get the money. Where I'm gonna have to go like to a rural area.
Yeah.
I gotta go outside Chrome,
Denison.
Denison,
Yeah,
Anna, or some shit like that.
So you told me that question earlier, so I was already going to tell you the first problem with that is Zillow. That was the first problem.
Okay, I go for it.
The main reason Zillow sucks is because and I don't know, am I going to get in trouble for saying that? No.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
just-
Zillow.
Come on, man.
There you go.
Like
I'm
that.
gonna- I have
They're finna throw us a check. That's why I threw their name on there.
Zillow actually. Oh,
I ain't
am I
got
cutting into
an
commercial money?
email about Zillow.
Maybe you did.
It was
Oh,
him.
we gotta talk, goddamn. I ain't get CC'd or nothing, dog.
So the main problem with Zillow is, number one, they don't update their site as quickly as I do. I have access to the multiple listing service, which is the MLS.
Oh, okay. You need to holler at you about this.
Please do.
Run the numbers on me.
I can send you text every day, like with whatever you want. I can set you on
do
an
that.
auto. Oh, I won't do that. Well, I'll send it to you every other day. But
All right.
either way, with Zillow, it's not updated as quickly. So like when you want to make an offer on something, especially the way the market was a month ago when it was a seller's market, say you want to make an offer on Dog's house, but 10 other people made offers. And there's already a contract in place and it's contingent or something like that. So there's already a contract. It's still going to say active on Zillow because they don't update it. I think it's supposed to be 48 hours, but in reality, sometimes it's up to 10 days.
Oh, sure.
Mine, if I go on my app right now and update my MLS listing, if I have one, it updates it right then. Like that second, it's different. And then when any other agents looking at it will see, oh, there's a contract on that now. Or as an agent, I would actually call, like Zillow, you're not gonna be able to call the agent because they don't normally have their number. I would call the agent, hey, what's the status on this? Even though, like, I will see it on there. I'm like, what's the contract like? Is it something you think is gonna go through? Did they offer above ask? You know, things like that. That's what the benefit of me is over Zillow. And Zillow, on top of that,
Benefit of me. Boy, go to
I'm
hell.
Let
gonna
me
get-
get this shit off.
and something else with Zillow, they lost a lot of money recently because they're trying to get rid of real estate agents. They're trying to kill us. And they're trying to say you can just do everything online. Like Open Door is another one that does that. And they're just like, you can just sell your house like this, but you know what? You can sell your house like that and leave about $100,000 on the table. Is what you're gonna do. They're all about it's so easy. You get online, you do this, you do that. But the value on Zillow is always traditionally 10 to 20% less than what you could actually get from your house. Like I was telling you, hey, you want a CMA? I made you a CMA just to kind of show you I actually look at what's sold around you within a 3-mile radius. And then I look in. I asked you if you had any upgrades. You don't. I mean, other than the pictures on the wall, but you're not leaving those, right?
I mean, my presence here is a fucking upgrade. To
But
the
it
house
won't be
alone.
here if you sell the house. So that'll actually.
But my
that'll
mystique will still be
but-
here.
You
Is
can
what I'm
leave,
saying.
your smell.
you can leave Drake
And-
weak ass here.
And your smell will be here. You'll leave that lingering. It'll be here for a while.
Oh, for sure, forever.
You know what I'm saying? Straight brute.
Not in a bad way. Yeah. But you see what I'm saying? Like you don't have that on Zillow. Zillow's not going to ask you those questions. Zillow doesn't know what sold over here and what if your neighbor had like a covered patio or your neighbor had like an entire like one of those walk-in bathrooms with gold thing. They don't know that, but I know that because I can go look at the MLS listing and see what they had or ask you what you have as opposed to what they do, and it gives me a better idea of a CMA. So I can give you a more accurate representation of what your house would be priced at.
Hey, so Mrs. Williams, you hear that? If he pull that shit up and we talking 550, 600, we
Text me. I'm serious.
Shit.
Out of
For
there.
that house?
But
I don't know how to pay.
But I'll
off
tell you
in
this:
installments.
if it's that today, you would want to hurry because, like I was saying, the things with the interest rates, as they go up, the prices go down. So yes, you can find something all day, but think about that in the back of your head. As you can find something, you can't get something. Like you can't get for your house what you would have got. What he would have got a month ago, you probably left about $50,000 on the table. But it's not. I mean, you're still looking for things, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm
but
not
I'm saying
gonna bounce until I'm
a month
ready.
ago, minimum $50,000 on the table. You would have had people offering above because everybody's trying to get in something. You know what I mean?
Just a month ago,
Just a month ago.
I lost $50K.
I watched
for
it.
Sitting
I watched
down
it from
on
Mother's
for a
Day
fucking
to
month.
today. Every day I just watch it more. It's a full buyer's market right now.
and my neighbor moved for that reason.
Yeah.
He got double what he paid. This was March he moved. He had got double what he paid for his house. He like, bro, this shit gonna crash by the end of this year.
It's not gonna
He
crash.
will not crash, but he says the interest rate going up. It's gonna look a lot different. So he said, I'm gonna just go by the year.
And that's something else I want to talk to your people
Go
about.
back.
It's like I see a lot of people online. They're like, the housing market's going to crash, and they're waiting for this crash. The crash is not going to happen. That's not the crash that we had in 2008 was completely.
Well, yeah.
It was completely housing specific,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was because they were giving loans to everybody. Like they didn't even really check your credit. They're like, oh, you got a job? Oh, fuck it, I'll give you here. You can have a $200,000 house because back then, this house would have been $200,000. I think that's what
Yeah.
this size
That's-
house.
yeah.
I paid I sold mine for
$1 million?
My one now.
Oh yeah.
Not about- how about that
You
before?
talking about your first house?
My first house, I
I
sold
know.
that.
I'm talking about the new house. That one's clearly worth $1 million.
Now it's very close to that, but
See
it's
what
but
I'm
I bought
saying?
it for $430.
See who I'm-
But I bought it for
who we-
$430.
Los Elite.
I bought it for $430, and I only owe $3 on it. So,
He is Los Elite, dog.
but with the pool added and with all that, I'm up there. Like
There's a pool at your house?
No,
All the
it
time?
wasn't there at
It's all the
first.
time.
He added it.
I added the pool last year.
So you can't like transport it.
It's not one of those.
No,
kind
no,
of
he
things.
had
Yeah.
it built and all
Yeah.
that.
It's
Yeah.
got a hot tub. It's got
Hot
a grotto.
tub.
I have a grotto. Like
He-
like
so-
like hell.
Like
I can
he's
get
really
in there.
health. Ain't
Yeah.
invited me over there.
I have invited you several times.
Nah,
I was
don't
like,
remember
come
that.
on.
He got his
I
own-
believe
he
you.
got
Los
his
gonna
own-
lie about that.
I know.
He
I've
got his
invited-
own theater room.
I was
and
gonna
everything.
have Black's been there about 20 times. and I've invited you
Ah,
numerous
so
times.
he had the one. He said so. He had the one. So one of my best friends.
I had my other black friend there.
I thought you said blacks.
Yeah. There's been at least 20 blacks there.
Not at the same time.
There's a black over there. And there's a black over there.
Not at the same time. I'm not gonna do it at the same
Never
time.
at the same
Never at the same time. Like,
Look, Payday, dog. So when we moved,
don't ask his question though.
I don't
Look
give
at
a
it.
damn about this because he didn't show me no fucking question.
All right.
And I wasn't CC'd on that email.
Did I answer your
from
question, though?
Zillow
You did.
Okay.
You did answer it
All right.
well. Don't worry
All right.
about him.
But check, like when we moved out here, this was a this area, and I think we even got here late, but it was real rural.
Oh yeah.
What's a place like that if I wanted to leave and go move to a new area like that that's building now to where if I get there my property value
Where
will go
it'll
up?
be like right now where it's not crazy, but it will be.
Yes.
Okay. Right now, like that is Anna. Anna, Texas, out by me.
Freaking out.
Van Alstyne. What else over there? Princeton is kind of going that way, but not really. Princeton's still like really low price, and they still have a lot of growing to do before they do that.
So between McKinney and Sherman.
Between
Oh,
McKinney and
so-
Sherman, that stuff will take a while. I was
Well,
just
Van
looking.
Alstyne, what I was
Yeah, Van Alstyne it's got there's a okay. So I just went on a meeting with Megatel Homes, and they have there's these 6 lagoon communities is what they call them, and they're
Oh,
actually
man.
building
Lagoon community?
a full
Dope.
blown lagoon. Like, have you seen it?
I need
And I haven't seen no, but we went to one in South Texas.
Okay.
Wait a minute, you
So,
think
like,
so I could live by a fucking lagoon? Y'all
On
gonna
the
have to call me Lagoon Lowe's,
Lagoon.
dog.
Because it was one in Humble and one in Texas City.
Yeah.
I
So-
definitely
We went
wouldn't
to-
be
we went to
humble.
both
at all.
So they're planning, and that as you were speaking like about things coming that way. As soon as those lagoon communities go in, it's going to change the whole dynamic price wise.
I gotta
Hey.
live by
And
a
so,
lagoon.
well, here's where they're
No,
building
no.
it. They're building one in Princeton. They're building one in Anna. They're building one in Van Alstyne. They're building one. There's 6 places locally that they're building.
Lachey Lagoon.
I think they have one in Salina. I'm not 100% sure. I'm actually meeting with them next month. Like I've had a little meeting with them, but they're coming out to my office. I invited them out, so they're gonna.
So I should sell now. Just go rent somewhere for a while until my lagoon crib built.
You could,
That's
but
shit, that's the play.
Rent
dog.
though, bro.
rent's nuts though. And here's-
I've seen the rent.
I'm dealing with a lot of leases right now too, and that's something you have to think about. Is I've owned properties like that. I owned a house in Princeton before that I used to rent out, and anytime things change in the market, they're going to change your rent because they don't just own that house usually. I only owned one, but like a lot of these people own multiple properties and say the rent goes up on the one he has over there because he just bought it at like an astronomical price, and so he has to cover. So he's going to cover that by hitting everybody for the rent. You know what I mean? He's not going to pay rent out of his pocket,
I mean,
his
you
mortgage.
know, it's his house.
Yeah,
He can
exactly.
Charge what he wants.
But that's the thing about owning a house is like when the market goes up, when the prices go up or interest rates goes up, it doesn't affect you. As a renter, it would affect you because you're doing everything based off of the actual market. And if you're looking for a house, it's off the actual market. If you're already sitting in your house, it doesn't affect you in any way, shape, or form.
I know I can tell because I got a few renters down the road.
Yeah.
And he was like,
And they're
how
hurting.
much you pay for your mortgage? And I told him, and he damn near broke down crying because he pays his fucking rent.
Probably about $2,000.
It's more than $2,000.
Okay.
It's like, I'm talking about 2 houses.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He fucking paying like $26 a
Oh, yeah,
month.
easy.
Ooh.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. You
is
know what you
what
need to
he
do
is.
is here, give him one of my cards.
Okay.
Just- No, I'm serious. Like, I can help get him in a house, dude. And that's what I'm saying. Is like,
I feel like, I don't mean to cut you off,
No, no.
but I feel like people who fucking actually is paying that type of rent,
can afford a house.
they can afford it, but it's reasons that they can't get one.
Well, and that's the thing. A lot of people don't know things, and I've talked to a lot of people that have money like that, and I ask them, I'm like, why do you want to rent? I was like, I did the math. Like I did the math the other day. Somebody was paying. I don't have it in front of me, but it was like $1,650 a month, right? And they were there 5 years. That's $100,000 that you've paid to somebody else. When you know in your house right now, if you sell this house, you're building equity. It doesn't matter.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't matter if you got the loan for a certain amount, but the value went up. So all that value goes to you. You paid into it, and yeah, you probably haven't paid the mortgage down very much on a 30-year, because I haven't. I mean, I've paid maybe 20, 30 grand down over 5 years, something like that. But the equity that you build is when the market goes up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Here
And
go y'all, this us, we out.
that's what I'm saying. So that's what they don't understand is like all that money, they just burned it up. That 100 grand is in somebody else's equity, in somebody else's pocket. So if you can get in a house, all that goes to you.
But you gotta understand, like, the history of these people's living situations.
Yeah. Well, that's
bro.
what I was going to say. A lot of those people are confused. they don't know that you can only put 3%. You don't have to put 3% down on a conventional loan. Everybody thinks, well, I don't have 10% or 20% of like a $200,000 house. That's 20 grand or 40 grand for 20%. They think I have to have that much money. I'm like, no. For a FHA, it's 3.5% minimum is how much you put down. For a conventional 30-year loan, 3% is all you have to put down. But then you get PMI or MIP. You know, it's personal mortgage insurance or whatever it's called. And so you can get rid of that on a conventional loan when the value goes up, because once you get 20% equity in the house, you can get rid of that. But with FHA, you have to actually redo the whole loan because MIP stays on there for the life of the loan. And those are things people don't know, but I know that. So that's where I come in. That's what I'm saying. Let this dude talk to me, because he may have that money sitting. He may have 3% sitting in the bank, ready to go, and then he wouldn't have to pay $2,500 a month to somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when you got like a fucking gang of, I just blew my lease at this place, blew my lease at
Eviction,
that place, not saving. It's reasons people pay astronomical rent.
But
when they
there's
don't have
ways to get rid of all that.
I know, but
and
it's
credit
some
credit
of it
stuff.
is lack of knowledge, but credit, yes.
I have credit repair people like that. That's the thing I did day one. Like my first month there, I was like, you see me posting pictures all the time. I'm schmoozing people. I'm trying to get like my team together. Like not team in the sense like a real estate team, but team as far as my vendors. You know what I mean? Like I have amazing mortgage people now. I have amazing insurance people now. I have amazing inspection people. I have 2 or 3 credit repair people that are like really good at what they do. And so like I'm like, hey, this person, I go take them to a mortgage lender and they're like, they need to work on it. I'm like, okay, well, I send them over here to one of my buddies at the credit place. Like, hey, can you work on them, and maybe in a year we'll get them ready to go. And that's another service I offer. That's what we do as real estate agents.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And the whole thing on this, I don't know where you're going. Where do you want to go next?
No, we're gonna go with questions.
Oh, you got another question?
You got some.
Do it.
Oh, okay. I didn't answer the second. one. They call me Nostradamus because I just figure shit out ahead of time.
You don't want to ask no more. But nah. So when I was like just browsing around at the house, I haven't done it in a while, but I see 2 homes that look super similar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe a couple miles, 5 miles away from each other. All the amenities seem similar. The square footage seems similar. Mm-hmm. But one of them's priced $150 grand more than this one, and I'm like, I say the cynic in me just assumes one's like more cheaply made. But that's not. But that's really can't be the case.
When you said the amenities are the same, what do you mean by that?
Not the same, but just like upgrades.
Well, do you know? I mean, do you know the quality of the upgrades?
That's
just by looking at it.
I don't.
That's the thing. So I had a neighbor in my neighborhood that has the exact same house I do, same model. It's the exact same house, but I have my wife because she spent way too much money on the upgrades. You know, so I didn't put a double oven. I still hear about that to this day. And if I let her watch the show,
why did you put a double oven?
Because she upgraded our cabinets to $10,000 cabinets, and I'm like, I got mad. I was like, I was trying to keep things like, I was like, we're not spending over $300,000 on a house. And then after we left the design center, it was $430,000. And I was wigging out. I'm like, but I was like, you know what? I just wanted to be happy wife, happy life, right?
Investment.
But he got a pool after that.
But no double oven. So the pool was kind of like, I'm sorry I didn't get you double oven. Here's a pool with a grotto and a hot tub. There you go. We're all even there.
That's for you.
But what I was saying was, so like my neighbor sold their house probably 2 months ago, and it's the exact same house. But they have a smaller lot. My lot sits on like a 1/4 acre.
Of course it does.
Positioning of where the lot is changes the price. Like say Dog's house is in the middle of kind of a busy street, but if you go over there to a cul-de-sac and you got a corner cul-de-sac lot, nobody's on your back, that increases the value.
I love
I
love cul-de-sac.
And that's where I live. I live on a cul-de-sac. There's only 5 people.
I'm in a little baby
cul-de-sac. And both of our heads are on cul-de-sac.
See, we don't high five no more.
Y'all
stole the high five. We've been rapping too damn long to be out here high five. Hey,
Dog's here. I know how he.
Oh yeah, I mean we deep in the suburbs right now, so I don't.
So that's the thing though that changes the values. There's the positioning of where the house is at.
Yeah.
What's inside the house you may not know, like because his cabinets look just like my cabinets, but his cabinets.
But they ain't your cabinet.
No, they aren't. Those cabinets were probably they were the builder grade, just standard. I saw them.
So you
same builder.
So you got the Gucci shoes. He got the Nikes with the. Gucci,
he got the.
Gucci
I have the Jordans on. No, I have the Jordans, and
he got the AF1 Jordans.
He had the hoops that you used to get from the grocery store that had the guy going like this.
Hey, I used to ball.
I used to wear those. No, I got made fun of in school. Got called grocery shoe boy for a long time because my parents were like, "Here, these are $14. You like those Jordan things?" And I was like, I wore them to school, and they're like, "Huh." But then I also wore British Knights spandex pants because I thought that was cool because it said British Knights.
Like
figure
skaters?
I used to like wrestling back in the day. And so I knew British Knights was hype because I grew up in the hood. I grew up in A-Leaf, Texas in the SWAT. And so but I didn't see any guys wearing spandex pants. I was like, I'm going to bring out this thing. I'm going to wear these spandex pants because this says British Knights. This is going to be clean as hell. And I wore them. and big mistake. I didn't wear shorts over them. Yeah. It was like a wrestler because I used to watch WWF and it was dope. I was like,
I bet
look
you
at me.
was built like Bam Bam Bigelow too.
Pretty much down below, yeah. But
So you know,
but
came from by the steaks and the ground beef.
I my brain goes everywhere. But let me go back to your question. Your question was, there's so many factors that change that. Like you think those cabinets are the same, but they're not. Those cabinets cost 10 more grand. That flooring, like it might look like wood flooring, but it might be wood laminate. It might be tile. It might be tile that looks like wood, which the price. Mine's completely hardwood. And then that neighbor, because I let her have that. I didn't give her the double oven, but she got that shit.
PayDay type
everywhere,
shit, though.
all day, every day.
it's payday Saturday, baby.
PayDay sad, man.
You should actually call it that.
I did. Like when I started my live, I actually put payday Saturday.
So those are all the things that change it.
Yes,
you know, it's things you think you see, but you don't really see until you go in and like pick it apart. Why is this house $100,000 more than the exact same house? Because his house he sold it for $735 cash, which that was kind of screwed up. I mean, it's good, but
Straight cash.
mine, I did a CMA on it around that same time, and it was about $850. So mine's over $100,000 more, but it's because I had a pool. I have a quarter acre. I have on a corner cul-de-sac lot. I have all upgraded cabinets. Don't have a double oven. He did. So when you're doing a CMA, I would look at that and I would maybe add value. I wouldn't add value for a double oven, but like if he had one thing I didn't, you do a plus and a minus. Like I look at that house and I'm like, okay, that house sold for $735, but he doesn't have the pool, so minus 40, 50 grand, whatever. And then I do minus, he doesn't have my size yard. That's another 30, 40 grand. I'm minus that. But then he does have a covered patio. Okay, plus 5, 6 grand, whatever that costs.
Yeah.
And that's what Zillow can't do.
Indeed.
That's what I do. I mean, it's like I look at all those things and it's all like a formula. It's just the way you look at things and like, okay, this adds value. That takes away value. And I do it all by
the PayDay advantage.
the PayDay event. Hey,
I
there
like
you go.
that.
That's
I
going
got
on.
you, dog.
That's going on
I'm
business
gonna
cards.
to put on.
Charge his ass though.
I
He got a pool.
He finna make me about 400, man.
I am the slogan king. It's like, want to buy or sell home, don't do it alone. I did that.
That's a lot of shit on that cup.
I know. Well,
like,
it says
who's
call
gonna
Mike
read
and then
that?
Mike Danielson. All you need is that part.
Okay, cool.
That's where I put in everything. I put want to buy or sell home, don't do it alone. And I did that, but when I was still taking my classes, because for my rap, you know what I mean? It's like it rhymes, it flows. Usually my rap was off beat, but at least it rhymed. You know what I mean?
I mean, who cares?
Blueface, baby.
But yeah, if I came out now, dog, I would
you'd be on
destroy.
fire,
I
dog.
would
You'd
destroy
be-
Blueface.
you'd
Me and
be
Blueface would do
these
it. We,
days
he would.
Silk the Shocker.
It would be like a whole album of me and Blueface, but with J Rhodes doing the beats. You know.
Silk the Shocker made 2 classic albums. So
No, it didn't.
bullshit.
Because he had Master P on it.
No,
1.5.
it was Beats by the
And Mia,
Pound.
and Mia,
Because he had
and
Beats
Mia
by
X,
the Pound.
and Mia X, and you know, yeah. Let's not go on Louisiana. Right?
Nah, we ain't, because Louisiana's the greatest, but
Monroe, to be specific. Specific. You,
something like that.
you and Al Cherry, the only 2 rappers I know to come out of Monroe.
So you don't know Priceless Roy?
Oh,
Morgan?
is he from
That's
Monroe
very,
too?
you don't know Judd
Judd on
on
Deck.
that?
Oh,
does
I thought they were from Dallas now.
No, I mean he actually.
Priceless
lived
is
out
dope
here
though.
for a
Dog.
while.
I'm not gonna lie. Like Priceless, he sends me, tags me on a lot of things. But when he tags, he's like pop, dude. His flow and stuff now. It's like he was.
You can tell the
He was
inspiration,
dope
yeah.
before, like back when we were in DDC. But now it's like, dog. It's like
Yeah,
you know
I
he
mean,
kills it now.
He's a different person in life. So
Yeah.
he's, you know what I'm saying. But like I hear that music before
Anybody.
most people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He usually sends it to me,
like
too.
30. I mean, not 30, but 3 months before it's
Yeah.
even mixed.
I
and
had
mastered.
Judd's album Wave, and Judd is a beast, dude.
He is.
Yeah, he is a beast, dog.
I love
That
it, dog.
what was that one song that had Carmen as a beat? You remember that one? Dun, 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 dun. You know Carmen, the old opera.
Oh yeah.
And it was called, I think it was called Carmen. But that song, like, no, I sent it to everybody. I sent it to Drake. I sent it to, I was like, you need to listen to this dude. I was like, y'all make beats, listen to this guy. Because his flow, his word, everything, dog, was like, it was almost like a young you. You know what I mean?
Well, you know,
Yeah. Logo Los. You know.
everybody can't.
You were pretty dope
do
back in the
this,
day.
you know
I'm not gonna
what
lie.
I'm saying?
You were my third favorite rapper in DDC.
Pretty good.
That's pretty fucking high though.
DDC has some heat.
Hold on, I'm first.
I figured this.
Cool.
was
I love me some me. You know that's
Wait,
just,
who said?
that was Terrell
Classic.
Owens. I love me some me. That was Terrell Owens.
No, he said
Who's
who's
second?
second.
Who's
He
Oh,
Who's your
Class.
second?
Of course,
Class.
Class.
said classic.
That's his rap daddy. I mean, all day. You know,
Well,
that is your rap daddy.
that's
You
crazy.
get it.
I wouldn't call him anyone my dad,
When
but he
he got,
I wouldn't call anyone my dad.
I'm saying when he got down, and you know what?
Was Blaze an official member?
No, Blaze
No,
was
he
my
wasn't official.
hold on. Blaze was
Okay.
my stunt double. If Blaze is listening, he knows that
Okay.
he was my stunt double.
So, okay.
There's
Blaze
only-
my favorite, but he wasn't a member, so I got.
I would almost say there's only one white person allowed at a time, but we had truck, so I don't know if that counts.
he white-ish. That don't count.
White-ish. But when I left, Blaze came in, and it's always been a joke with me and Blaze. I'm like, oh, I was like, you're the PayDay stunt double, you know. I was like, but you're not PayDay, sorry, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with Blaze. I used to take Blaze chicken honey butter biscuits all the time, and he'd give me merch, you know. So we always just trade
Damn,
stuff
y'all
out.
bartered like that?
I used to deliver when I owned a printing company. I used to deliver to his work, and I used to use the third floor bathroom because he told me the third floor bathroom was the cleanest, and not a lot of people up there a lot of the time. So
So you took your dumps.
I did. I know. I had like a whole.
Bucket's bathroom.
I had a whole.
That
I
bitch
used to deliver. I used to deliver in a box truck like 8 hours of the day. So I go out and eat. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I'm very particular about where I use the bathroom. So I had a whole network of clean bathrooms that I know. Like when I get off that toilet, someone's already wiping it down at some of these places. I mean, they're like literally waiting outside the door. I want to wipe it now. You know, they wipe it.
I don't
Buc-ee's.
want to care about. I don't want to talk about y'all bathroom. 'Cause I don't give a fuck.
But I was talking about Blaze. So that was the thing.
So you shitting on my dog now, dog?
Straight up. You already called him the stunt double. How does it feel to be me?
I did tell him that. I do tell him that on a daily basis. But
Nah, dog,
but
look.
I'm a biggest supporter of Blaze. Like if you've seen the picture of me with Toby and Wigway, you know, Toby from the SWAT, I am wearing a Baconomics shirt. And I did that.
Dope.
I wore it to he's from my neighborhood. I don't know if you know Toby.
Yeah,
Toby
yeah,
from
yeah,
SWAT.
of course.
He's from A-Leaf. So
Cool.
Trade the Truth from A-Leaf. There's a lot of people from my hood. And so I wore that with the understanding that I'm going to see people I know there because I'm from A-Leaf. So Trey came up, shook my hand, and everything like that. But I was like, I wanted to show him some shine because I wasn't rapping no more. I could have wore a PayDay shirt, but what good would that do? You know what I mean?
I mean, it was still rep PayDay though.
Well, I do now. So like I'm saying, if I had something to promote, I would promote me all the time. You know what I mean? But I was like, at that time, I was like, you know what? Let me give my boy Blaze some love. When I did my viral videos, I don't know if you ever saw the scare cam. Remember I used to do the lowest scare cam where I wore the mask? I wore a Blaze. I wore the big pig one for Baconomics when I did that because those go viral every time. America's Funniest Home Videos well, yeah, they did steal them. But stole a bunch of them, 23 million views on their page, like 800 on my page, which kind of sucks. But
It still
That's how
got
the machine
23
works.
million.
that's what I'm
views.
saying.
That's how
But
the
it got
machine work,
23 million views with Blaze's shirt on. So and I said I made it a point to do that. I always make a point to that. Like I always promote your stuff when I can. Anytime I tell people, oh, you need to check out my boy's pod, this and that.
I hadn't seen it.
You haven't
Not
seen
once.
what? Me tagging you? I do it all the time. I can show you through my thing because I even tag EWAF. I'm the only person that actually. You have to go onto you can't do it from the Facebook app. I have to go on a mobile browser and go click on your page and actually click on because you don't have like a direct link for EWF. It doesn't say Facebook/EAWF. You know, you didn't change your.
Are you serious?
I don't think you do. It's like a bunch of numbers and stuff whenever I copy it. But I'm always like, go check out my boy, and I copy it off a mobile thing and I post it in my post because nobody
I'm gonna
shared.
have to look at that.
It might have been but I don't know. I don't know if you changed that now.
The
But
visitors can post on there, but when I log on as a visitor, I can't. I
yeah,
can't post.
because when Black was on the other day, I shared that one, and I know I put to EWAF, and I think I can actually direct link it now, but before I couldn't.
Really?
But I'm always gonna support my people, though. You know that.
But I wanted to ask you about Black though. So when he started this comedy
Mm-hmm.
thing. When did you decide to start managing him though?
He kind of decided for me.
Oh, so he told you? Or
He didn't tell me. We just talked about it. You know, me and him do a lot of things. Like before he even got into the comedy, we did this. He came up with PayDay Plays, and it was Priceless there's the reason that came up. Priceless was shooting a video because you know Priceless shoots a lot of videos, especially with Black. And so he wanted me to play a racist cop because you know I'd already done acting and stuff like that. He wanted me to be like, hey boy, what are you doing walking over there? You know, apparently I look like a racist. I don't know. every like when Jay Rhodes would get like we need it's like Jay Rhodes said we need a racist doctor. Call PayDay. He looks like a racist. we need a racist sniper. Call PayDay. That dude looks racist as hell.
I mean,
you know,
you do give off the essence of dirty cop.
I
And that's okay, man. We can't help
dirty
our
cop,
features.
dirty cop with dirty money.
Dirty
but,
cop, dirty money.
But so he was like, hey, can you come
Dirty
over here and
dialect.
do this? True that. So Black was like, hey, could you come over here and do this thing? And Priceless wasn't even there. It's like I shot footage in like the east side of McKinney, just coming out of my truck. Hey, boy, what are you doing over there? And we did it over and over and over and over. And Black just thought it was funny, and he was like, you know what? He's like, Priceless didn't want me on it because I think he kind of thought I'd outshine him on his own video because I'm in it.
Oh my god!
Because you know how I am. You know, I mean, it's just I'm a shining star, dog.
Do it, man.
Oh my
So,
goodness, dog.
But Black put all that together. That was the first episode. It was just me just walking up. Hey, boy, what are you doing? It was like 10 different takes of it. It was just funny. You know what I mean? He's like, I want to make a sketch comedy show with you. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm down. I'm trying to get stuff for like my acting, like a portfolio. So I was like, cool. I was like, whatever you want. I'm always going to support Black. I'm always going to support you. I'm going to support anybody in my, y'all are family, dude, at this point.
Dog.
And anytime y'all need me to do anything, that's why I'm here. You know what I mean? It's anytime you need anything, I'm going to do it. So with that, we did the sketch comedy stuff, and then it just morphed into he had a wild hair up his ass one day. And he's like, I'm gonna do stand up, and I was like, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna go tonight to Hat Tricks and just go do open mic. I was like, do it.
Wow.
I was like, you already have a stage presence. You already, you're good. I was like, you're funny as hell. I mean, we know, he's well.
He was always the butt of the jokes.
He was always the butt of the jokes. But
boy, he used to get his ass.
he was like,
He used that as fuel every time he cooked his ass a word.
but you got to think about the level that we were scoring wise. And the stuff he had to take. I mean, a normal person, he was above normal though. I mean, he wasn't like Blaze. If Blaze was sitting between us all, that dude would leave crying. I'm just saying. So the minute he told me that, I like live in McKinney. That's like 45 minutes to drive to Louisville. I was like, I'm going. I was like, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna go there and support you, dog. Mm-hmm. Me and my wife went. There was like maybe 3 people in the crowd. Those 3 people were comedians too that went up right before him.
Sound like rapping at Tomcats.
Exactly like rapping. Exactly like back in the day. It's like a lot of these comedians support each other at open mics, and it's just like us. It's like that's the crowd is the other comedians. And he went up there and he killed it, dog. And you heard in the beginning. I mean, he needed some work.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, you fucking killed it, dog. I was like, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? But I go walk the room and I'm like, that dude's important. You know how I do. The minute I walk in a room, I check, like when we rapped, I'd find the DJ. I go buy the DJ a drink. I'm like, I go find the biggest like little piece from Hit the Dance Flow. Like he was at one of those events. This is just one example. I saw a little piece. He's, Hit the Dance Flow was like one of the biggest songs back then, right? Mm-hmm. I see Ozone Magazine standing over here, and I see some other magazine. It was Grip, I think magazine was some dude from Mississippi. I see both of them right there. I go over and buy them drinks. I go over there and talk to Pete. I'm like, you have to be in magazines, right? He's like, hell yeah. I'm like, there's 2 dudes over there. Hold up. Let me make this happen. I go over there. Hey, I was like, y'all are a magazine, right? You want Little Piece in your magazine, right? They're like, oh yeah, Little Piece. I said, let me make the introduction. And then I go get in the picture. And I'm like, hey, me and Little Piece, let's take a picture. Okay. And then it gets in the magazine. And who the hell am I?
Hey,
I was in Ozone every
Black
month.
said the exact same thing.
I was in Ozone.
He played it out, just not that scenario, but just who you are.
But that's how I've always been. And that's in real estate. That's in acting. If I go walk into an acting thing. So with the comedy, it's the same thing. I walk in the room. And like it's usually all about promoting me. But if it's my friend, I'm going to promote my friend.
Of course.
And so we go in the comedy room. I find out who do I need to see. Okay, who books shows? Who does this? Who does that? And I go talk to all those people. I buy drinks, kiss babies and shake hands, whatever I need to do.
President PayDay.
Exactly. And I leave out of there. And Black's like he just did
I kiss hands and shake babies.
What the photographer that I linked, one of the photographers I linked him up with that actually took pictures of Black there. He called me and he's like, hey, do you think Alex would be cool with taking some pictures for me? I'm sick. And he made $200 off a comedy show going just to take pictures because he takes good pictures.
Yeah, he takes great
and
pictures.
So
actually.
and it's just everybody looks to me like I'm his manager, but Black does 90% of his stuff. Like I get him in the door on things, and I'll make introductions and like I said, shake hands and kiss babies. I do that aspect of it. Black does all of his own work. I don't book all these shows. I got him the Addison Improv because he did a show with KG. KG's like an amazing comedian locally. He's hilarious, and he kind of got like a little 5-minute spot with him in McKinney. Mm-hmm. And then I just started chopping up. I take pictures. That's how I get in with a lot of these comedians. Same way with rap. It's like when we were on stage, we love pictures. Like when Repo and all them would take pictures of us or Rondo. We could.
You like. See, I like pictures. You kind of love them.
Yeah. But that's the thing. When you're on stage and you're an artist, you can't get pictures of yourself unless you hire a photographer. Mm-hmm. So you got people in the crowd that just take pictures for you and send them to you. So that's what I do with these comedy shows. Yeah. Every single comedian's up there. I take some good pictures. I got a decent phone. I take really, really good pictures. And if I don't get a chance to talk to them while I'm there, I hit them up on IG when I get home. And I'm like, hey, I was at your show. Here's some pictures of your set. Just they're free for you to use, whatever. And they're like, man, that's so awesome. This and that. That podcast I was on 2 weeks ago, that was a comedian that won the contest that Black was in over there. Oh. And I'm trying to get him in on that. But I sent that dude the pictures and ended up, he's from A-Leaf, and we make a connection like that. And it's an icebreaker. So I if I don't get to talk to them in person, I hit them on the internet. I hit him with the pictures, and I'm like, with KG, that was the same thing. I took like tight ass pictures of KG, and I hit him up. I'm like, thank you for giving Alex, a 5-minute set on there. Here's some pictures, man. I just took them. And he's like, dog, come to my show over here at Addison Improv. And I went, and I took badass pictures of him. I took video footage. I sent it to him. I'm like, here, bro. I said, that's just for you, because I like to help out. You know what I mean? Like, hey. But then he started.
Sound like you weaseling your way into the.
Same way I got into rap. That's how I got in. How do you think I got into slumming? I was not the greatest rapper ever, dog. I mean, I know my limitations. I was not that, especially in our group, dog. You in class were beasts, dog. Even Truck, everybody, they were beasts. I just did what I did. You know what I mean? I was more about promoting myself. The rap was cool, but more to me, it was about the promoting. It was more about.
But that's the thing, though. So if your promotions got you heard more than we were heard. You know what I'm
But
saying?
we all got hurt as a result.
We got hurt as a result.
I found John the Baptist.
That grind was different.
I found John the Baptist on our whole image was, I don't know if you saw us back then, we had the painted shirts with our faces on it, and Mesquine did that back then.
Huge shirts.
4X. I still have them on. They're gigantic. But Mesquine, are we good on time? I don't want to like go off on stuff if we're like over.
We're at 1.5 right now, hour and a half.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. So
You got 20 minutes.
okay. All right. Let me wrap it all up in a nice bow.
Mesquine?
So Mesquine was out of Houston, and they did like the painted shirts and all that.
Yeah,
So
I remember
we don't have Mesquine money. You know what I mean? We didn't back then. We barely had beer money. You know, Bud Ice and all that we were
Speak for
drinking.
yourself.
Well, none of us had money back then. You had a fake diamond watch back then.
My baby mama was making
Oh,
like 100K.
That is true.
Fake diamond
He did have
watch.
money back then. You did have money.
I didn't have money.
Somebody had
Carlisle's
money.
mama
At
had
the
money.
time, So anyway, what was the whole point? You made me forget what I was saying.
John the Baptist.
John the Baptist. So I started looking on MySpace because MySpace was the thing back then,
Never
and I'm just looking for painted. Probably before your time.
Before my time.
Yeah. So I start looking up painted shirts, and I find John the Baptist, and dude's amazing, but he has like 7 followers or something. He had like nothing, right? And I'm like, dude, I messaged him. I'm like, listen, I was like, and this is what I like the grind and all that. It's all this. It's relationships. And I said, look, I have a group. I was like, our group is on the cusp of doing some things because back then we were.
Yeah.
We won best band in Dallas. We're not gonna say how we won, but.
Because sheer talent, goddammit.
That's what I'm
how
saying.
we
Yeah,
won.
it's because class was like the excellent rapper, but all of us were just extra secondary. But anyway, so we had like a buzz going. We had a lot of things going on back then, and I was like, look, you have an opportunity to get on the ground floor with this. I was like, but here's the deal. I was like, when we need shirts, when I get you this business that I'm gonna get you, I was like, we get shirts no matter what, off top. Like it didn't matter if you have 20 shirts in the queue. If I have a thing tomorrow, and everybody in that group needs a shirt, we're getting shirts right then. And he's like, okay. I said, number 2. I was like, we're not paying what other people are paying. I was like, right now you're charging what? He's charging me like $20, I think, for a shirt or something like that. And I was like, you're not going to charge $20 for a shirt a few months from now, but you're always going to charge me $20 for a shirt. And I was like, because I'm going to make you make so much money, dude. It's ridiculous. And so we would go do shows. We're his brand. It's like, hey, he would come with us in our photo shoots. Like we were like, John the Baptist, John the Baptist. I was pushing him everywhere. We went to Dallas Got Next party, John the Baptist. I tell every artist in there, John the Baptist. I was like, they're like, where y'all get all your shirts? Is that Mesquine? No, that's this dude. That dude's hustling. I made his business from here to there, and he knew that. And so he always looked out for us. Always. Like any shirt, you wanted a shirt, I wanted a shirt, he always took care of it.
I didn't pay more than 25.
Never, because I set that up ahead of time. And so I would build other people's businesses by building my own business. But like all of us, we had our look back then because of that connection. You know what I mean? And then he went off and he did all kind of good things and great things for artists because we got him in the floor, but he always took care of us. You know what I mean? And that it's the same thing with comedy. It's the same thing with real estate. It's the same thing with acting. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to do the exact same thing.
Work hard.
I always work hard, but I work a room and I know how to talk to people, and that helps me in real estate deals. Like, cause I've already know everybody in the office I'm at. Everybody knows me. I'm like the Dos Equis of real estate at this point. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's
the most interesting man alive. I'm just saying that's what I am.
I don't think they run that ad anymore.
Do they not?
Yeah, Dos Equis is just a
Well, they
beard.
should.
They're
If they
not,
should.
They're not a man.
So you've seen a lot of my real estate ads. You know, like these, like that may be the next one. The most interesting man in real estate. So, yeah. That's the wrong side. But yeah, I guess it's the right side. But you see the Nicolas Cage one too? I got Nicolas Cage on there. I actually did a mailing.
Baby.
I did a mailing of 200 of those
You
yesterday.
just mailed them to people?
Everybody, I got everybody.
You're a jerk because I hate junk mail.
But mine's funny though. That's the thing. Like I get a lot of mail and it's annoying and it's stupid. It's like just some guy selling your house.
It's all funny though. Come on.
It's like sell your house. But what it is, that works for me on Facebook. It's like people crack up on it. I make a video of it. I did like the license to sell where I did James Bond. You know, and people enjoy those. That's a lot of people tell me, like even agents, they're like, if I wasn't an agent, I would use you as a real estate agent because you're fun to be around. You're interesting. You know, I actually want to be around you. And like those cards also do the same thing. It's like, hey, that guy's fun. You know, I want to maybe.
So all day people just say nice things about you to you.
Always.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know Dog don't know how that is, but you know. me and you know how that is, you know.
I got a little glimpse of it. Not at your level though. Not all the time.
Nah.
You'll get there. You get there,
Nah,
baby.
I'm working
Eventually.
on it.
You know, you'll get there.
So you got anything else you want to get off today before we wrap it up
You
here?
know damn well you do.
I mean, we can keep talking. Alexander K. We talked about Alexander K, but that is like one of our best friends. That is my brother.
Yes, sir.
Follow him on IG at Alexander K. Villain. He keeps changing names.
he
No,
changes
I'm sorry.
shit so
It's
much.
Villain Alex K is his IG.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I think
it
so.
was-
And DB say don't mail him this shit. He say send him the digital copy.
Tell me what that is. But yeah, that's like I said, I manage him, but he does a lot of his own stuff. I got him the Addison Improv show, but all these other shows he gets them, dude. He works hard. He's just like us. It's anybody in DDC is a grinder, dog. We've always been that way.
Well, I'm kind of fucking lazy. But...
You are the laziest one in DDC, next to maybe Tay.
lazy as fuck, dog.
No, St. Lou.
Yeah,
St. Lou's the laziest. St. Lou eats syrup on steaks.
When
He ain't
last
moving
time
around
you
a
talked
lot.
to Lou?
Long.
I hadn't heard from him. I need to call him.
I saw it. The last time he was on Facebook and he was sharing one of my songs he was listening to on the radio. And I was like, oh my God, people still listen to my music. Like, it was horrible, but okay. But no, he was in the car. He was like, I guess he had it on, I don't know, if it wasn't on satellite radio. It was probably like on downloaded MP3s or something in the car. And he was like, off get on your grind. I think it was fine and dandy. And he was down. I was like, dog, appreciate that. Because, it's St. Louis has always been cool. But yeah, laziest member of DDC, pretty sure. With that by far.
Knock it off, dog. You got something you want to get off, dog?
No, man. I just like what you're doing, man.
I appreciate you. I appreciate
man.
that.
I love your social media presence,
Thank you.
dog.
And
it's huge.
And just like so I can tell people where to find me.
Of course.
Yeah,
So-
that's what you're here for.
Yeah, so all social media, I'm Mike Danielson Realtor. I like to keep everything in one spot. So everything, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, whatever, all of them. So I just got a Twitter the other day. I don't even like Twitter,
Yeah,
but I got that.
Twitter.
I know. Yeah, you got them Twitter fingers.
No, the hell I don't.
Anyways, you can call me, 972-880-4105. I'm open 24/7, like 7-Eleven. My wife probably get mad about that when people call at 3 in the morning, but they're calling for real estate. Call me. What else?
No one's calling you about real estate at 3 in the morning.
They might, though.
They might.
That's a fucking.
If they're in India or something like that.
They trying to get you to their house.
You're worldwide, right? I mean, it might be somebody in India, it might be somebody, whatever.
You feel me?
That's moving to the U.S.
I'm just saying, I will
Texas.
I
They
will
don't
answer.
understand time difference.
I will answer the phone. I don't go to bed till like 4 o'clock in the morning every day. I'm always doing stuff on Facebook.
So when do you wake up?
Now not as early as I used to have to.
I know, right?
Like 9 o'clock.
Now
now.
that's nice, right there.
I used to get up
Boy,
at
that's
5:45
it.
every day, dog. Now it's like I don't have any set schedule. I don't have any set schedule, so it's kind of I'm a creature of habit, so I like a set schedule. And I would eat lunch at 11 every single day on the dot. I would get up at 5:45, and I knew I had to walk out the door by 6:15, and I'd get there by 6:40. And now I don't have that. Now it's like, I got a class on Tuesday. Maybe I'll go over there. Or I'm going to title company at 5 o'clock later. I'll get up and talk to some people, and so I'm working on a bunch of stuff right now, just off Facebook. Like I have 5 people with the mortgage company right now. I have a cash buyer next month, and then I have 4 or 5 leases. So I can do anything. Leases, if you want commercial, I have good people that I can partner up with at my shop, as I don't do commercial, but I'll do anything. So
Already,
So next kickback at the mansion, huh?
yes, got to be.
we
It's
can
gonna be a
film
pool
it.
party.
We can film it in the pool.
Hey, nah, because
I don't know if you have waterproof
I'm gonna
mics.
get kicked out though. As soon as I meet the miss, they're like, "Hey, what's up? No double oven having ass."
Oh, yeah, that would not go well for me if we did that. But he knows, like, dog, we used to record in my house, and my wife would make us. Like,
I recorded Swing Low at his
yeah,
crib.
we
At the
would.
current crib?
No, my old
At
crib.
his old crib.
the
But-
mini mansion.
My wife would
Yeah.
make us like, cause she knew I like chicken pizza.
Oh my God, I was so
And
disgusted.
I kept. You
I
didn't like it?
remember
I
the
didn't
chicken
eat
pizza
chicken
saga.
pizza.
I remember him hating on
I
chicken
didn't
pizza for
eat
years.
chicken pizza.
But you had it at my house.
No, I didn't eat the chicken pizza.
Really?
I had some other pizza that
hated on
was
So
there.
it was
Chicken
class that
pizza
loved the
so
chicken
many
pizza.
years.
Class liked it. Class liked the chicken
Look,
pizza.
one story before we cut it out. So we walking through his house, dog, and I pick up a case of CDs.
Is this the prom?
Yeah. And I pull the top off of it, and I see it one titled PRON. And it said prom.
Oh no! I know what that means.
I didn't spell that though. That was somebody else's. It was my friend. It wasn't me.
Man, it's supposed to be
shit,
spelled
man.
like that, man. That's a code word.
Yeah, he trying to.
And the O's supposed to be a 0, man. We know how that. We know what that is.
We fucking trying to
I'm an
run
adult
the
male.
reverse
Yeah.
play on the wife so
Yeah,
she don't
exactly.
know you actually got a porn
said
video
porn?
in so. You know what
But-
I'm saying? But yeah, man.
But y'all
I
should
appreciate
definitely.
you. Oh, go ahead.
I'm saying if anybody's watching this, that's my friend. You should definitely follow Carlos and Barry's podcast. It will be the most watched. I hope because I'm going to share the crap out of it. Hopefully,
Earth's weird as fuck.
hopefully-
You ain't telling that. You ain't telling
well, I don't
that.
cuss. Do I?
Say Earth Weird AF then.
I do cuss. I'm just playing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just joking. But yeah, definitely follow them. They're doing amazing things. They had me on there, so that's really amazing. You know, I mean, there'll probably be another episode soon with DDC. You know, soon.
Maybe
we're gonna do it next
make it
episode.
happen.
You call truck in St. Louis.
Nah, we gonna be in Mexico next week. So.
Oh, are we all going?
No, you turned me down.
Oh, that's right. You did.
I
send
did
that thing.
too.
Yeah, it was
So
expensive.
he undermined me and went to my boss.
Did you?
got us on the damn.
Did you get a bunch of white people to go? Because that is your favorite. I mean, you know.
Truck was the only white person I could get to go.
Did you get him to go? He's gonna come back with a bunch of Hennessy White, guaranteed.
Yeah.
A case of it.
That's what the real thugs do.
Yeah.
They get Hennessy
He
White.
always
and
comes
buy
back.
all
Shit
the
even
other-
good.
No, it tastes
I
like
hadn't
Hennessy.
tasted it.
It tastes like watered down Hennessy.
I hadn't
That's all it tastes
tasted
like.
it.
Oh wait!
I
I don't want to mess up Truck's game. So, no, it tastes delicious.
Don't mess up our Hennessy sponsorship, man.
That tastes delicious.
Go
That is.
him.
You know what? Because it's white. Anything white's better. We know that. Oh no.
And on that note,
Cut.
hey, I ain't gonna do nothing big for World According to Los today. I like to shout out Shantae fucking Green, dog.
Hey.
Like she be pushing the pod.
Bruh.
She
Big
sharing it. She always in the EWAF page fucking with people, dog. Much love to you. We gonna have to get her a t-shirt,
And she
dog.
team Coca-Cola like me.
Definitely share the
Shout
pod
out Shantae.
that I'm on, so it can be the most watched one. We want that.
Already, so
we need that.
Yeah.
I need these numbers. I need big numbers.
Hey, shit. Just check the YouTube page. You can see the numbers. on
Okay,
there.
I'm gonna need numbers.
He ain't watching.
Got a subscriber.
I don't watch it.
in the
I
mall
watch it on
yesterday,
Facebook.
cuz.
You got a subscriber in
In
the
Grapevine Mills Mall yesterday. I ain't
In the
been
mall?
Grapevine Mills in like 5 years.
Really?
still
Other than
exist?
the basketball
Does
tournament.
that still exist?
It still exists, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Cat came up pushing his music. I was like, hey, man, I go fight. Man, and I wasn't even really thinking about it. I was just like, man, let me know what you're doing. Let me see what you're on. And I was like,
Did he know you were Asian American?
then he didn't. He
Okay.
didn't.
You
He
might
was
have
like,
called
I was like, oh. Hey, man, pull your phone out. Go to the page, man. Hit that subscribe button, baby. And I mess with your music. Blah, blah, blah.
Already. Cause
Have it come.
one chick saw me in the at the bar last night talking about, "Are you a weirdo?" I was like, "Yes, I'm a weirdo." You know what though? You could be one too.
Oh, they
Hey.
said a
You know what I'm saying?
widow. I think you said. I was
I
like,
No,
I
it was
heard
a
widow too.
It was weirdo. I'm
Yeah.
from the foster home though. It's the canal ditch
Yeah.
water. Don't worry
You
about
gotta
it.
say that with your. I'm from foster home.
so he's
Yeah.
from foster, he's from foster homes. I'm from Ailey. Where are you from? Like
I'm from everywhere.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
On the playground. But no, man, I'm from the island called Oregon Trail, bro.
Okay.
It's in Monroe, bro.
I thought it was a game. I remember that game.
Nah, I ain't
Oregon
never
Trail.
heard of that. But yeah, some of it, we link with South Side, some of us link with the East Side.
Okay.
We our own island, though.
Yeah, some of them
The-
go to
the-
Washington.
the
I
whole
found
world
that
is-
out last night too.
Bro, ain't that wild?
That's crazy, bro.
He probably got taxied over there every morning, though. Oh, you talking about Freak, huh?
No, I'm talking about Kiki, and I met a girl night that went to Washita and lived in OT. I don't remember her name. I was
Okay.
extremely drunk.
So the new Drake album. What do you think? I didn't even get to ask you.
Yeah,
He ain't watched the pod.
I haven't watched all of them. I've watched most of them.
Drake got an album out?
No, he does.
Nah,
You talked about it, but I didn't see the whole thing.
it
What'd
was
you say?
it was garbage.
Glow
Yeah.
sticks and
Really?
Molly.
Yeah, we're
You
not
didn't say
gonna
that?
go
We're not
watch
gonna
the podcast.
I watched the one, but you even talked about it with Black. I know. Yeah.
No. I'm talking about the just released podcast.
Oh, the new one.
Go
Okay.
watch that one,
Okay.
and you'll
Yeah.
get my.
Can I watch it
opinion
now?
on
Let me see.
Hell
No, no,
yeah.
no.
No,
Boots and
don't do it now.
pants.
Or do it
No,
now?
not right now.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it.
But anywho, as usual, I'm your dog, Logo Los.
And they call me the ancient one. I don't know why, though. I'm young. I'm the youngest motherfucker.
It's because the wisdom, motherfucker, in this shit here.
Oh, yeah.
Am I a Payday or am I Mike Danielson realtor?
All that.
I mean, the show is called Payday Satis, so you got to be
Yeah.
Payday.
Well, I am Payday. I'm
And
Payday
this
every
my
day.
dog Payday, man, and we out. Throw up that EWAF one time for me. See, he said throwing up Eli. See, he don't watch it. See how he do his breath. As usual, dog. We out here working, dog.
What is it? Oh, okay.
No, this is the EWAF.
I can't do that. I know.
That's
I
got
bet
them
you can't
big ass
with your left
I
rings,
can't
dog.
do it.
hand. I bet you do it with your left hand.
I can't do it with either one. I have to do this. My fingers are not connected together. I saw y'all do that. I can't do it.
You didn't see it because you didn't try.
I did. You, Black, and him did it. I can't do it. I'm old enough to
Hey,
know
yo.
I can't do it. There it is. Look, here. If I do that, I can do it.
Cut
There.
it out
There.
right there, DB. We out.
There it is.
Took a long time, baby, you can call it patience. They can't pay me back for all that time that I was wasting. Thought that they was loyal, found out that they was hateful. She said that she loved me, found out she wasn't faithful. Feel like the end, but baby, this is the beginning. Yeah, we still ask forgiveness, even though we been sinning. Every day I wake up, feel like I'm testing my luck. I told my mama, pray for me, earth was weird as fuck.